Hey friends, so it is my first week of classes for the spring semester of my junior year. Classes don't technically start till Wednesday, so that's why I am actually still here home in Knoxville, and I will be leaving for Nashville tomorrow. But before my classes even start, I like to take a few things and get organized and just feel like I understand my classes so I'm not walking in completely blind. I know the first week professors are really helpful in answering any questions you have about the course, but there's just some things I like to do for my own organization, and so I make sure I show up at the right class at the right time with the right materials. I like to do all of that beforehand. So these next 2 days, I'm going to bring you guys along as I set up my spring semester. So let's go ahead and get started. I always get really stressed out these first few days. I will be honest. Like the first few weeks of school, I get stressed because I'm not used to the professor. I don't know exactly when the homework's due, but I always remind myself that the semester, I think, gets easier as you go because you get more acquainted with your classmates, with the professor's teaching style, with what they expect of you. It just gets easier in my head as you go. What I like to do first is just know my weekly schedule. So this semester, I actually have more in-person classes than I did last semester. Some of them I go in only once a week, some I go in a few times a week. So I just want to make sure that I know exactly when I need to be in class. And so what I did a week ago was I just needed to know like when I had classes. So I put it into my Google Calendar, all my class times and the rooms that I'm in for each class. But what I should have done is added it to a separate calendar. I have this for like my Instagram posts for Dream Achieve. So like when I want to see the schedule for that, I click on and I can see it on my Google Calendar, but it gets cluttered if I put too much on there, so then I can take it off. And honestly, when I look at my Google Calendar with all of my classes for the next 4 months, I get a little overwhelmed. So I'm going to move all these classes to a new calendar that just said like school classes. Then when I need to see the times I'm in class, I can turn it on and I can also turn it off. That would be my first step to do, is just to know your schedule and put it somewhere where you see it regularly. For me, that's Google Calendar because I get reminders. You can put it in your physical planner. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm not going to show this because I don't want to show the Zoom link, but also when I have an online class, I like to put the Zoom link to go to that class in my Google Calendar so I don't have to search for it in the syllabus or search for it in the online platform. Like before class, I just go to my Google Calendar, 3 p.m. class, here's the Zoom link, and go. So I also recommend doing that so it's easy to find the Zoom links or just webinar links to your classes. So now I am going to look into my syllabi and organize them into a folder on my laptop. I shared this tip with you guys last semester and you really liked it. So I download all the syllabi since they're all pretty much digital, and I put them in a separate folder so I can easily get to them. And then 2 of my classes haven't given out syllabi yet, so I'm just looking at 3. But what I'm going to do is put in any big dates like tests or project presentations, all these dates into my Google Calendar so that when, again, I'm planning meetings for work, I'm planning any travel, like when I'm going home, I'm not going to miss a test or miss an exam, and I just know mentally also like, okay, I need to start like preparing for this test coming up in 2 weeks or whatever it may be. So I am going to look through organize the syllabi and also put any big due dates into my Google Calendar. All right, guys, we got a bit of a change. I am actually now in Nashville. I drove back today. It's the next day. And it is about 12 p.m. I just got into our apartment. I turned the heat on because like we turned the heat off when we left, and it is 50 degrees in here. So I am unpacking all my stuff and setting up my room. I want to clean my sheets. I wiped down my desk. But the next part of setting up for my semester is organizing my desk area. I think it's so important when working from home to have a good at-home work area. So if you have a separate office, that's amazing. I do not. I am in this little room here where I sleep and also work. And so I got some new items for Christmas for my desk from my brother. So I'm really excited to set all this up and have a nice little work from home area. All right, I threw this together really quick, but I'm so proud of it. I just have this white desk mat, and then I have a laptop stand. So my laptop sits higher while I'm working, and then I just took my mouse and keyboard from my iMac that I don't use anymore, and that stays at home. And then over here I got my books, lamp, glasses, sticky notes, and this little time block cube, which I need to put batteries in, but I'll talk about it in a video once I do. But it's just supposed to help when you're setting time for yourself to work on specific tasks. So I got that. Look at my nails. I'm in love. I just realized I forgot my camera charger. Oh my gosh. What was I doing? I may order another one from Amazon depending on how long it's going to take, or my boyfriend may be coming to visit me this weekend and he can pick it up from my house and bring it. But just, oh my gosh, Hannah, like, you're filming all the time in January. You're posting videos so often, you need your camera charger. So I'm going to try to make this last as long as possible, but we'll see how long. Okay, so I got to keep things short and sweet, but that is my desk setup. I'm really happy about. Now to organize the rest of the apartment. So I think I've decided I'm going to try to go paperless again, even though it will be harder this semester just because within class and in-person classes, sometimes they don't let you use, devices like an iPad or tablet, or they don't want you to. So for as many classes as I can, I want to go paperless and just use GoodNotes on my iPad. And so what I'm going to do now is make new notebooks for all my classes. So when I start going into classes tomorrow, which is crazy, I can't believe I have to go to class tomorrow. But once I get into class, I can just start taking notes, and then maybe tomorrow I'll also go to Target if it feels like I need actual notebooks. But we're going to start with this. I made a reel condensing like 3 tips that I'm mentioning in this video, and it was fun. It probably took me like 20-30 minutes just because my Instagram was acting up, but Instagram finally gave me audio. I used to have to make TikToks and then upload them as reels, but now I can make them straight in the app. So that's exciting. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Here's the reels I've posted so far. This one did well. It got 13.5 thousand views. It's one with my boyfriend. So yeah, I think they're pretty good at I haven't gained a ton of followers since using them, but I've gained more content interactions, so that's really cool. All right, we got my coffee, unsweetened with no creamer. I'll need to get a creamer soon, but I downloaded Notion. I've never worked with it before, but Julia Christ, I watched her video about it and actually downloaded the same template she had, and I think I may take some time and work through it because it looks really fun. I already updated some things. I don't know if this can be helpful for me. I don't know if this can be too much for me. We will see. And if I like it, I'll probably do a whole video on it. But let me know below if you've used Notion before, and if so, do you like it? What do you think about it? All of that gist. But yeah, we're gonna play with it. Also, it's really weird having like my keyboard down here. I keep trying to type up here and I'm like, Hannah, you have it all down here. But I like having the white on white. I think this looks really nice and aesthetic. So I'm loving the setup so far. So what I decided to do was use Notion to write out my daily schedule, which is something I was wanting to do just on paper today anyway. So basically what I like to do is on my school days, I write out my schedule so I know what times of the day I not only have class, but like I need to be scheduling in my meals, when I can get to work out, or when I'm going to have time to schedule work meetings. Also, when I need to like actually drive to campus on those days. So it helps me know for the next day, like, okay, these are the times I need to be paying attention to. So I highly recommend you to do this. It's not like you have to stick to this schedule every day, but it's just there for you so that you know you're getting everything in that you need to in a day. So that's what I use Notion for, and I was playing around with it a little bit more. So I may do a tour of my page if I continue to use it, but let me know if you use Notion below, what you like it for. And yeah, here's a look at what my weekdays are going to be. Alright, so I just finished setting up my daily schedule on Notion, and I feel really good about knowing what I'll be doing tomorrow and like how I'm going to get my meals in, get my workouts in, all of that. The last thing I am going to be doing today to set up for my semester is something I recommend to all students so you never are in the dark about what your grade is, okay? This has been one of my tried and true secrets or tips since freshman year, okay? I have this free download on my website that is a grade tracker, GPA tracker, and it's basically where you look at your syllabus and you put in all of the assignments, tests, what percentage of your grade that is, and then as you get assignments back, you put that into this Excel sheet, and that is how you're calculating what your grade is, what you need to get on the next test to get, you know, an A or your desired grade. It is literally my favorite thing ever. So obviously I haven't submitted any assignments yet, but what I do to set it up is I just go into the Excel sheet, and this is what it looks like. I have my classes from last semester here, and then I just changed the name and I put in the weight, and obviously this will be back to 0. But I put in the weight, or I have some where, you know, it's not by points, it's by percentages, and then it's all a formula to get your grade, and you can edit it because I know, like, obviously if you haven't put in certain grades yet, then you have to adjust it a little bit, but it'll help you figure out, like, okay, if I get, you know, a 90 in this, and let's say an 80 in this, and then a 70 in this, what is my grade going to be at the end? So it also is great to know at the beginning, like, how much each grade is worth. Like, let's say you need to focus more on this was like a project. You want to focus more on these projects rather than like these little writing assignments, because these are 20% of your grade while these are 10%. So it just helps you be a better student overall and know how much each assignment is worth to your actual grade. And that is it for this how I set up my semester video. You guys came along with me to 2 different cities, 2 different days, and now I feel like I'm prepared for my first day of classes tomorrow. I did want to vlog my first week or half week of classes, but I don't know if that's possible if this camera battery is gonna die. I'm so sad about it. I guess I'll do it starting Monday. Subscribe if you like this video. I'm posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in January. That's the goal, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Peace out.